everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that you wanted to join me today because today we're going to talk about safety razors, and I will tell you everything that you need to know about how to use a safety razor and how to take proper care of yourself, and just let's have a great time. So until recently I've used the same razor for 4 years and it has been this one. It was one of the first things that I got in order to transition into zero waste, and I've always been really happy about it, and I learned how to use it rather quickly. The way that this works is that it has a head that does not move, and in contrast to the disposable razors that we know, they usually have a head that moves, so it does take a little bit of practice, but it has literally not been a big issue. And then you screw off the handle that keeps everything together, and you can then easily remove the blade. Screw the handle back on and you're good to go. This is how this works, and I've been using this for 4 years. So yeah, but as I said, until recently. So I recently just started using another razor which I want to share with you, and the video is going to also be about this razor. So I recently got this razor from Leaf Shave, and they are also sponsoring this video, so thank you so much to Leaf Shave for bringing forth the sustainable razor goddess feels, because this is rose gold. I can't even, it's a whole thing. So in contrast to the one that I have been using already, this moves in its head, but it's stainless steel. That's pretty cool. So we are going to shave my legs today, and I've been wanting to do that for quite some time, but I really also do love growing leg hair, and I usually shave maybe once every 3 months when I feel like it, and because I really love the feeling of being newly shaven and being all smooth, but I also really love watching my hair grow out. So I do what suits me and when I want to, and you should also do what suits you and when you want to, obviously. Firstly, you never want to shave dry and cold. You want to get some warm water and you want to get some moisture. Otherwise, you're going to leave your skin feeling really irritated and you risk getting cuts. So what I do is that I take some warm water and then I have a soap. It's really just a marketing scheme that we need all kinds of shaving creams and foams and stuff that comes in plastic and in tins and in cans when we don't really need that. We need a soap. And I've been using a soap for 4 years. Never ever have I been missing anything. It's simply so easy. So practice obviously makes perfect. Whenever you do something that's different and new and something that involves knives, it's nice to practice. So practice on bigger areas like your shins, like your thighs, and see how that works for you, and slowly move on to the more difficult places. Actually, I've had more incidents with disposable razors than I've had with my safety razors. I think I've cut myself maybe 4 times with my safety razors, and I cut myself nearly every single time with the other kinds, with the disposable kinds. So there is something to it, this whole safety thing. So you want to keep your skin really tight and stretched out whenever you shave, because that will also minimize the risk of getting any cuts. So it's a really good idea to bend your body in order to get the proper positioning for your shave. And you will need significantly less pressure on the razor than you think you're going to need. With the disposable razors, we really used to just scraping it against the skin, which is not necessarily super important to do with a safety razor because it is a wee bit sharper. And if you keep your razor at a 30-degree angle, the risk of cutting yourself is next to none. You also need to take proper care of your safety razor because you're going to have it for a long time. So what I do is that I rinse it completely clean with warm water, and then I dry it a little bit, and I leave it in a dry place that is in no contact with water, because that way it will dry off completely and it will not have any residue from hair and soap. So when to change the blades? Well, that depends a lot on how much you shave. As I said, I shave maybe once every 3 months, which is, I mean, not very often, so I don't have to change my blades as much. And a good way to knowing when to change the blades is when it's starting to get a little bit tough to get through the hairs. If you need to shave the same area about 6 times, it's time to change the blades. So what do you do with razor blades when you're done using them? Because don't throw them in landfill, don't throw them out with the trash whatsoever. Don't do that. There are different ways of doing it. You can find a little tin, like a can. Leaf Shave also sent me a designated tin for this specific purpose, and when you're done with your blades you can simply just pop them into this little tin and they're nice and protected. When the tin is full, you can secure it with a little bit of tape, and you can turn it in at your local recycling station, along maybe with a note saying it's hazardous materials or it's sharp materials. So with Leaf Shape, you will automatically get some blades as well. I think there are 40 in here, which is a quite nice amount. And when you get them, they're covered in protective paper. You can take it out quite easily, but make sure to grab it at the short ends in order to avoid the actual blade part. Because this razor from Leaf Shape is a little bit different than the ones I used before, you will need to snap the blades in half, which is easily done when it is already inside the paper. You'll bend them slightly and you will hear this small snap, which means that they're cut in half. When they're cut in half, you can easily place them inside the razor. They have small designated spots to be at, just right there and right there. And then that's done, you pop the top back on and you screw it. So I use my safety razor all over my body. I use it in my armpits and on my legs and in my bikini areas. And as I said, practice makes perfect, but you can definitely use it any way you'd like. And I think it's just got a lot easier with the movable head, so I'm quite excited about that. Thank you so much, Leaf Shape, for sponsoring this video. This made my day and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions regarding a razor and a safety razor over a disposable razor, let me know down below and let's talk about it. I would love to answer your questions. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching this video, and also a special thank you to my Patreon supporters. You guys help me create green zero waste content and I love you guys. You can find the links to my social media accounts down below and the link to my Patreon on this screen. Bye!